the Circle of Life, and as promised, today we have a very special guest in the studio. She is one of the nominees for the Best Country Recording and Debut Artist of the Year for the 12th Annual Native American Music Awards. She is a petite, 5'1", beautiful and talented with a powerful voice. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to bring you Navajo Nation's very own Victoria Blackie. Victoria, welcome to Living the Circle of Life. It's such an honor to have you here with us in the studio this morning. Please introduce yourself.
Oh, I am privileged to be here. Thank you. My name is Victoria Blackie. I'm a country artist who have been having dreams of singing since I was little, and I have current dreams all the time performing for everyone, and it is a dream come true to be able to perform for all of you and entertain, and hope to get to know my fans out there.
I'm amazed to read that you had singing lessons at 1.5. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And you could sing the C scale before the age of 1. That is really something. Who discovered your talent at such an early age?
You know, my aunt, who's also my voice coach, she was also my babysitter. So one day she was doing the dishes and she was just singing out loud, just singing just scales and I don't know exactly what she was singing to, but she'd hear this little voice in the background, and that was me. And so she tested it out and did a C scale on the first time, and I mimicked her growing up, and I've always been in voice lessons at a young age just because the music runs in our family. My aunt sings, my dad sings, my sister sings, I have cousins that sing. Everyone just sings. So, yeah, so that's how I was introduced.
Oh, great. I wanted to, in Nobody Loves Me Like the Blues, that song, I know it has a nice jazz tone and your voice is very powerful. Do you write your own songs?
Well, this first album I wasn't able to write, but I'm working on my second one from beginning to end, and everything's written by me. And I'm really excited because this is my first project where I've actually kind of developed the whole album from beginning to end. So,
Is it hard to write your own songs?
You know, it just depends. Sometimes you have to get inspiration at the weirdest times, but it's fun, and there's just a lot of ways you can sing one song and how to put lyrics differently. And, yeah.
I know you traveled many places performing all over. Do you have a particular venue you liked, and can you share with our the listeners your experience at that venue?
You know, I would have to say I have two favorite venues. One of them was being able to perform a month tour out in Japan, and I was able to sing for NASCAR and just got to do a lot of touring for like schools, hospitals, private functions. And my other one I would have to say would be the 2002 Winter Olympics, and just got to be able to meet a whole lot of different people from around the world. So those are my two favorite venues.
That's great. Your song "Cry" resembles the style of Patsy Cline, and you're awfully young, Victoria. Who introduced you to the Patsy Cline area, and why does this style draw you to it?
You know, Patsy Cline is a hit everywhere, and she's been loved by so many people. And my aunt, she actually introduced me to Patsy Cline. She, in her younger days, she won a Patsy Cline contest, and so it's always been, country's been always in our family, and that's how I met Patsy. So, not really, but
her music.
I
right?
wish. Yeah.
Your album "Wanted Man" is up for 2 nominations, and for Best Recording and Debut Artist of the Year. Can you tell us a little bit about this album, and how long did it take you to produce it?
Yeah. Wanted Man was recorded out in Nashville, and the songs are written from Sony, Warner Brothers, BMG. And when I was down in Nashville, it took about, I would say night and day, about a week in the studio, and then there's a lot of behind the sceneries. There was mixing, mastering, and all that fun stuff. And altogether, I would say probably a half a year to be able to make Wanted Man. become possible. So.
Well, I just want to say the photo that you have on your album, Wanted Man, seeing you in person is just, you are so beautiful,
Aww,
Victoria. You
thank
really
you.
are.
Thanks.
And I'm so honored to be here to interview you. It's exciting. Your song, Remember America, is very moving, and I want you to know I was listening to your album last night and I just started crying. My husband was sitting next to me and he was like, that song really touched you, didn't it? And I said, yes, it did. Was there someone in your family who served in the military? What was the, how did this song come about?
We have, I have cousins, I have uncles who have served in the military, as in the Navy, the Army, and so we have military family, and my grandpa, he was also in the Navy as well, so it's always, we currently have family members who are serving and who have served, so yeah.
That's great. I love that song. It's so beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Do you have any upcoming performances that you're gearing up for?
Well, right now we're getting ready for a tour out in Norway, so the sites aren't yet disclosed, but that's what we're working towards in the next month, so a month or two. Yeah.
And will you be performing at the NAMMYs?
Yes. Well, just about a week ago, Susan Bellow, we were on a Blog Talk radio station. She called in and she said, "How would you like to perform at the NAMMYs?" I'm up for 2 nominations and I get to perform. What else can I ask for? And that was just a blessing in disguise, and I'm excited and thrilled to go down there to New York to perform.
Yeah. Have you met any famous country musicians?
Well, I've met Leanne Rimes and her mother, but that's about it as a country singer, as the closest I get to the stars. So hopefully that changes soon.
So who are you looking forward to meet with the Native American artists at the NAMMYs?
There's actually quite a few artists that I would love to see. Jana Mashani, I've always looked up to her growing up. There's Shannon Doa, and her music is really cool, and I'd love to meet those 2 gals. Yeah.
I do want you to share with our listeners online how they can support you by voting online. Can you let them know?
Yes. Well, on the NAMMYs, they started voting. So if you're listening, go on to NAMMYs.com, register as a member, because you have to register before you cast a vote. Yeah. And there's several different categories. Go ahead and listen through the music and select your favorite artist in each category. And I'm in Best Country and Best Debut Artist, so vote for me.
All right. I wanted to thank you for being here, but is there anything else that I may have missed that you want to share with our listeners right now? You free reign. It's your microphone.
I just want to thank KRCL for having me here, and I have a website at www.victoriablackie.com, and that's BLACKIE. You can also catch Wanted Man for purchase at Amazon, iTunes, Rhapsody, or even there's 3 free downloads on my site. So if you just want to come check out the music, go ahead and download. They are free, and I wouldn't be where I am today without the support that I've had with everyone in the U.S. and internationally, and I'm just very thankful. And I listen to all the comments, or actually I read all the comments on Facebook and MySpace, and I just want to thank the fans for supporting me.
Oh, that's great, Victoria. Thank you for being here, and we wish you the best, and as they say, may you always walk in beauty. Thank you so much, and remember, Victoria, you can check it out at victoriablackie.com. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Of course.